Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls. Happy St. Patrick's Day. If you're new to my channel, my name is Mamina. Welcome, welcome. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, and while you're at it, tap the little bell to be notified when I post new readings. This is a general reading for the collective, so of course, only take what resonates to and for you. Tap into your intuition and allow yourself to be guided. I mean, you are already guided to this video, right? We're going to hop right on into this reading. These cards have been charged with the energy of today. So this message, it's holding for this season of spring, but it's also for this upcoming week. I feel like many of you, and this is a timeless video, so whenever you see it, it's for you. Just know that the cards have been blessed and charged with the energy of spring. I'm a channeler, a psychic medium, so I pick up things even without the cards, but I like for you guys to see the story unfold the way that I see it unfold spiritually. And I feel like there's a lot of creation coming this spring, and look at that. We have 8 of Boons. So this is that 8 of Pentacles energy. I want you to notice how intense the focus is for the person in this photo. This energy is representing you. There are many things that you're going to start investing your time in to learn, and it's important that you do so. So many of you were used to putting things off. Maybe, like for a lot of you, there's this feeling of, oh, I just can't do it. I'm too old. I don't know how. That's not flying anymore. This is the opportunity to learn and really absorb the knowledge necessary. I'm really seeing people, energetically just picking up different things, different books, different, crafts. This is craftsmanship right here. She's weaving. I want you to really pay attention. She's weaving together the straps, or the ropes, you could say, around this light. And I want you to think of the light as the inspired idea that you're trying to manifest, and think of weaving that thread together. This is how you have to learn how to do that in order to really let that light shine, in order for you to be able to carry that light with you and let it bring in all of the abundance that you need. So if you find that lately you've been like, oh, I really want to learn how to, maybe it's draw something. Maybe it's making your own oracle decks, whatever it may be. This is the time to get what you need to know, learn what you need to know. And if you can't do a particular thing, I don't like to tell people that you can't. You can learn anything you put your mind to. You're an abundant being. You might sometimes be better at one thing, and it takes time to become better at another. But you really can do anything when you allow yourself to, first of all, believe it. Get rid of old thoughts. I want you to get rid of words like can't, later, maybe, if, could, only. Get rid of that. I will. It is done. It is achieved. And then I want you to work at it like it already is yours. Whatever it is that you're trying to do. If you find that there's something that's harder for you to do, it makes things take longer, you want to learn it, but it's just right now you have something you're trying to produce, learn about the people who can help you. So for example, if you need an artist for something, learn which artist, research which artist can help you to bring your vision to life. And remember that that's a collaborated effort. I feel a lot of collaborations coming in. I'm feeling a lot of divine, sacred friendships and family bonds coming in. Your soul tribe, your soul family. And there's a difference here with these two lingos. They come with different energies. Your soul tribe, that's the community. Okay? So that's the atmosphere, the people that you pass on a regular basis. You find yourself drawing individuals towards you. This could be for your business. This could just be in your personal life in general when you're sitting on a bus or train. You know those people who sit and they can talk to anybody? But imagine that the people you're talking to, you really vibe with. So it's a vibe. So it sets a whole new mood, right? That's your tribe. Those are people who will support your ideas, support what you're doing, back you up, so to speak. Your soul family, however, that's much deeper. These can be people that you had a connection with in another life, so they feel very familiar to you. You're like, why do I feel like I've known you for centuries? You probably have, right? They can be people who could become potential lovers in the future. They have a sisterhood vibe, a brotherhood vibe. It's more tight-knit. It's even tighter than just the outer exterior of the community. So I want you to think of a kingdom. The kingdom has its people, which are very important. It keeps the kingdom alive. It keeps it growing. It keeps it flourishing, right? And then there's the family that helps to guide that kingdom. Because originally, prior to, all the manipulation that would come later, kings and queens and anybody that sits in that kind of position, emperor, empresses, high priestess, and etc., are meant to give you guidance and clarity, not necessarily dictate to you what to do, but they tell you and give you clarity and guidance on what you can do. And sometimes there are rules put in place just to sort of help things go along. And over time, that became very warped. So a lot of times you may find that you resonate with areas that you're not from. You resonate with a community that you may have not grown up in. And then you get around key people and you're like, wow, now this feels like family to me, or this feels like a potential romance. A lot of that's coming in. So as you're working on learning new skills, as you're working on learning about people who can help you achieve your goals, and you and that person have passion for what you're doing, be prepared for the bonds that are also coming in for that. I'm trying to slow down everything that I'm channeling right now, because as for my regulars, when things come in really quick, it can come out my mouth kind of rapid, or I don't want you guys to get lost in the sauce. And then we have the forge. So this is temperance. But again, what was I just talking about? People coming together, a community. This is learning to do things in moderation, not overwhelming yourself too much. There has to be a balance here, right? You don't want to overexert yourself. And sometimes when we're working on something and we're trying to learn it, especially when help can feel so hard to find, we go to we'll just do it ourselves, right? Like, I'll just do it myself. I can't draw, but let me da. You put all the pressure on you. Or even when looking for somebody. As an artist, a lot of times it's easy to say, I'm just going to do this myself because I already know how to do that, and to find somebody may take too much time. Maybe there's a schedule, whatever the case may be, but honestly, that makes things take longer. There's a vast amount of resources, but along with that, there are people. There are people ready and willing to help you, and they will do it from the kindness of their heart, and they will bring balance towards you. Your community can also consist of coworkers, people who support what you do, but they also help you with what you do. I don't want you to think coworker like the person at your job. I'm talking about you have a project, you have something you want to do. And these are the people that you can gel with. You give your idea, they say, have you thought of trying this? You collaborate with them, and together you make wonderful things. Or they support your wonderful idea that the project that you're trying to bring into fruition. I keep saying that word, project or idea, but that's what it feels like. Like, you have this idea that you're trying to forge and you need assistance with that. So temperance is saying, remember not to overwhelm yourself, be balanced, be open to receive the help that's coming in. It's time to alchemize. This is alchemy, really, and it's time to mix the things you need to mix together in order to create what's necessary. And if you need help with that, seek the help with it. You're guided to these readings for a reason. Maybe you're meant to book a personal reading to get a little bit more clarity or idea. Maybe you have a friend that's been trying to help you for a hot minute, and you've been saying to yourself, I'm just going to do it all myself, because if I do it and it messes up, then it's just on me. Don't think that way. Remember, get rid of the negative narrative in the mind. Let's go on to the next card. We have, oh, look at that. First of all, I want you to meditate on this image for a second, so you can actually pause the video and just stare at this card. Do you see the open land? This is the world card. Do you see the opportunities, like everything that's laid out before you right now? A fresh new start, a fresh new beginning. Another cycle has ended, and now you're forging your way to a new one. You're learning what you need to. You're alchemizing it, forging it, bringing it into fruition so that you can actually present it to this new world, to this new earth, to this new beginning. Many of you watching this, you're healers, you're artists. Healing is another form of art. I want you to understand, when you draw, when you sing, when you do all of that, it's another form of channeling. It's another form of healing. But many of you might be into Reiki healing. Maybe you want to learn about it. Perhaps it's time to do that. Who do you need to go to for that? It's going to be needed in the new world. And I feel like you guys are the deer here. Looking back and saying, look how far I've come. But I want you to start looking forward now. Look at where you're going. There are beautiful new beginnings taking place here. You're going to feel complete when you start working on what this is. We have what was I talking about before, Jay? Look at this. I want you to see the Temperance card. It's coming in, it's showing you forging, doing things in moderation, working with other people. And then we have 2 of Visions. New romance, sisterhoods, brotherhoods, bonds, collaboration. You know, two of Visions is 2 of Cups. And 2 of Cups isn't just a lover's card. If this was a love reading, that'd be different. But this is a reading showing you what's coming to you this spring. And for some of you, yeah, it's love blooming. But I feel like even the love, it's coming in due to you evolving. The more that you step into your purpose, the more that even your person comes in. Some of you haven't met your person yet. It's no need to obsess over it. Just know that when you are ready, you're going to recognize that person. That person could be right up under your nose right now and you don't even know it. That person could be states away, right? But they come in when you start to allow yourself to illuminate. This background that I'm using here, it's actually Cinderella's castle. And you can't see it, but there's a very a very faded Tinkerbell in the corner, and she's standing out to me. Not to distract with the real story of Tinkerbell, but fairies can represent so many things, especially for spring. And I just feel like a lot of you are about to have that pixie dust, for lack of a better way of saying it. It's like this magic that's being sprinkled on you. It's not to give you magic, it's to increase the magic that's already within you. And as that happens, you become more noticeable. And as you become more noticeable, the people, the places, the things that you need to know and then you need to be, they all just start to fall in perfect alignment. You have that ability, and you need to recognize that you have that ability. I recommend that some of you follow Light Wisdom, my Light Wisdom podcast. The link is in the bio, because for a lot of you that this message resonates with, it's time to activate your higher consciousness. It's really time to stop separating consciousness from spirit and allow yourself to see how everything can flow together and how everything connects, so that you can enhance your own intuition. You have the ability to be your own guru. By all means, go to who you need to learn from. We as spiritual advisors and readers and etc., we're here for that guidance and clarity, but it's to get you to a point to realize that you are the answer. That's been channeling in for days now. Every reading I'm doing, whether it's for someone personally, whether it's collectively, there's this: if there's a problem, you're the solution. If there's a question, you're the answer. You just have to tap in. And this is just showing you how to tap in, and it's showing you the process as things unfold. For some of you, this is already happening. You're learning the skill, right? You might need to do things in more moderation. You might have been overdoing it a bit. Relax, pull back the reins a little bit. For others, maybe you need to increase. You take what resonates for you. There are symbols here that represent the elements. So this is why I keep saying alchemy, alchemize. It's really time for you to forge and hone into your magic. If I was to shuffle again, I wouldn't be shocked if the Magician card came out here. In fact, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Let's take a look. We have 7 of Boons. 78 could be the year someone was born, or 87. That just channeled in, but look at that. All of these doors represent a different seed, a different opportunity, a different pathway that you can choose to lead you to different versions of your goals. I feel like this represents all the ideas in your mind that are starting to come into fruition. And 7 of coins, this is 7 of Boons, so that's, Pentacles energy. Normally in my readings, what it represents, it's saying that some things are already blooming, some things are already blossoming, that you can, you can start to pluck from those things. And every time you pluck something off of that bush or out of that tree, something starts to grow in its place. And then other things are waiting for the right time. So there's a level of patience here. There's a level of knowing, okay, what can I utilize right now and what needs time to expand some more, time to grow some more. So it's just like when you plant a garden. If you ever notice, when you plant different plants in a garden, some will grow quicker than others. Some will blossom and just be at their full length within a certain amount of time, while that same flower could, on the other end of the garden, could just be budding. It depends on what's getting access to what, how much sun or water is getting to which one, right? So think of Think of it like that. Some things right now you can act upon right now in this moment. Other things you may need to be patient on because of what you're in the process of learning. You're weaving right now. I need to master this craft. I need to figure out how to harness this power. I want to be able to carry this little light with me everywhere. While I'm forging that light, I know that there's a spirit team and a physical team that's coming in to help me balance out the elements within myself to utilize my power so that I can take advantage of this vast world that's before me. I can help to give service to this world, because a huge part of human existence, no matter what culture, what background, is to be of service. And when you have completed one stage and you're opening the door to a new beginning of another, how can you be of service to someone? And how can the collective be of service to you? This is to help change the consciousness of the collective, right? And as that takes place, obviously, bonds, unions, sacred connections come into being, both during the process and after the process. On and on and on. So the cycle of life keeps going. So now we're going to get into the Spirit Animal Oracle. The first card that we have out here with these beautiful raccoons. There's also, I want you to pay attention to the butterfly here. Whenever I see butterflies, it's not just about transformation. The more colorful the butterfly, the more transformation taking place. But typically butterflies in readings for me represent metamorphosis, which is a complete new thing. It's not just, oh, like kind of how, shades, skin tones can change with the seasons. It's like, oh, I've transformed. Look at me, the new shade. No, this is like, I was a caterpillar, now I'm a butterfly. I was a butterfly, now I'm something else. I might have been burnt down to ash, now I'm the phoenix. Okay, so this is Raccoon, Inventor. Decide on what you really want. You have the integrity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle them all So I'm actually shocked Two of Pentacles didn't come out with that, but that goes back to this card right here. Raccoons are very clever if you really pay attention to them, but they're very, very clever. I actually messed up one of the words. It's ingenuity, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. So you want to be pretty much truthful in everything that you do. You don't want to try to use listen, success loves speed. This is true. But there will also be things you need to be patient for. Be very mindful of how you're utilizing your gifts and your talents and how you're learning things. Don't try to rush the process by pulling some tricks and all that other stuff. Instead, stay true and genuine in what you're doing. Really practice on your craft. So it's confirming what we see laid out here. I also want you to recognize the pine cones. That's an amazing thing there too, because that's third eye activation. In my readings, whenever you see pine cones, it represents the third eye activating. The gland that represents our third eye is actually named after the pine cone. When you turn the pine cone upside down, that little ball at the very bottom of it looks like the third eye that exists within our skull. So we have polar bear, mystic. Know that the challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic ability. You carry the shaman within you. What was I saying? I love when the synchronicities come out like this, right? And I want you to understand the beautiful protective nature of the bear. You ever see when bears protect their cubs, or how they raise their cubs? There's a lot of divine protection here. These animals represent a totem for you. I recommend reading up on them. Some of you may love bears. You may love, raccoons. You may think they're adorable. You may love butterflies. You could be someone that enjoys nature. Nature is something that's very important to connect with this year as well. We have squirrel, always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. You're cheerful and fun. disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future, and life will give you what you need. So this goes back into the Forge card, balance, doing things in moderation. Not, don't overwhelm yourself. Remember to have fun. Yeah, you want to work hard. That's cool, but have fun while you're doing it. For all we know, they could be singing hymns to each other. They could be cracking jokes and all that stuff. It looks like work, and it is work. Like, look at the two people back here where the light is. They probably talking all kinds of smacks about the one in the front. All in good fun. Balance it out. Don't be too much of one thing. Are you working hard or are you working smart? I always say that. Because sometimes, hard work, it gets a bad rep. The wording can make it seem like it's something that it's really not. But if you think of it like, am I working smart or am I working hard? Am I actually getting something done, or am I just working my fingers to the bone and really not seeing any result? We have Ladybug, good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go. Be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world. Boom. The wide world card. With color and good luck. If you've been seeing ladybugs, my mom sees ladybugs all the time. Like, it doesn't even make sense how ladybugs get in her room. But every now and then she'll get like 4 or 5 ladybugs in her room. So when you see a ladybug, remember that they're good luck. They represent many things, actually, but it's a message there. There may have been something that you've been asking about or asking for, and the ladybug is a symbol of, you know what? You represent something colorful and wonderful in this world. That thing that you've been wanting could be coming in right now. You don't want to miss it due to not paying attention. I always tell people, if you can, if you catch a ladybug, release it back. Like, take it, let it go outside. Let that luck flourish. Okay, and that was your reading, beautiful souls. Let's roll some dice. Let's get some numbers for you guys. We already have that some of you could have been born in 78 or 87. Someone close to you that could be of help or service to you. July could be important for you. August could be important for you. We have, speaking of August, 8. We have 40, which is the 4. We have another 4, so maybe something on April 4th. Or again, confirmation of August could be the 8th of August. We have 222, 10. There's that completion again. We have 3. And finally, 2. These numbers could also be your life path number, whether it be for your name or the year that you were born. They hold some significance. You might look at the time, and the time says, 10:32 or something like that. Follow the synchronicities, follow the messages. They will not lead you wrong. The divine is always on your side, trying to help you. This message has been delivered for your highest good. Remember, only take what resonates to and for you. Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls.